What's up, y'all? Exotic here. This week, Vow of the Disciple is back in rotation for this week's featured raid, meaning it's farmable all week. This is a fantastic opportunity to get your red borders done for perhaps the best weapon in the entire game in terms of legendaries, the Forbearance Arc Wave Frame Grenade Launcher. The Forbearance is probably the easiest and the best weapon to use for ad clear. Like seriously, once you get your hands on a good roll, it's like you're playing an entirely different game. This thing decimates everything in your path, whether you're running raids, dungeons, GMs, or any other difficult endgame content. You should absolutely spend some time this week farming for your red borders for this must-have weapon. And if that somehow didn't convince you to make this farm even better, if we look at the loot table for Vow of the Disciple, the best encounter to farm Forbearance red borders is the first boss, the Caretaker, which also drops the Cataclysmic. The Cataclysmic is one of the best linear fusion rifles in the game in terms of raw DPS output potential with its fantastic perk pool. So in a single encounter, you can get your hands on two of the most sought after weapons in the entire game, so you should definitely get to farming. In terms of god rolls, starting with the Forbearance, the god roll that you want to craft is Quick Launch, High Velocity Rounds, Ambitious Assassin, and Chain Reaction with either a handling or reload speed masterwork. It really doesn't matter all that much which masterwork you put on this thing. The combination of these two perks is what makes Forbearance so good. Ambitious Assassin overflows your magazine based on how many kills you have before you reload. So even if you get 2 kills in one shot with this thing, when you reload it, you'll get 2 shots in the mag, making the Forbearance great for spamming shots for ad clear. And if that wasn't good enough, couple that with Chain Reaction, you have one of the most lethal weapons you can get. With Chain Reaction, you'll be creating elemental damage explosions with each final blow, making it that much better for ad clear. Oh yeah, and did I mention that the origin trait for Vow is Soul Drinker, which gives you health based on the number of hits you get before you reload? Yeah, Forbearance heals you on top of its ridiculous ad clearing perk pool. Moving on to the Cataclysmic, the god roll you want to craft is Arrowhead Break, Enhanced Battery, 4th Time's a Charm, and Bait and Switch, but you could make an argument for Focus Fury too, just kind of depends on your play style. And on mine, I have a handling masterwork, but you do whatever you want. With 4th Time's a Charm, you'll get 2 shots returned to the mag from reserves after rapid precision hits. And what makes this one of the best linears in the game is Bait and Switch, which provides a 35% damage boost after dealing damage with your other 2 weapons within 3 seconds. Needless to say, both of these weapons are top tier options to include within your arsenal. So let's go over how to farm the Caretaker for those red borders. To start, split your team into 3 groups of 2. One group will be ad clear, one on the left and one on the right. Another group will be stunning the Caretaker, one on his back and one to shoot his face. And the last group will be the runners. Ad clear, I don't think I need to explain what to do. Just kill everything you see. Stunners, your job is to stall the Caretaker from making it to the obelisk to prevent a wipe. One stunner needs to stand facing the Caretaker and the other will stand behind him. All you have to do is shoot his face and his back whenever they start to glow to stun him. For the stunner shooting his face, to stall him and to get him to glow, you have to make him slam, so get up close to him. Just be careful that he doesn't launch you off the map because it is possible that it can happen. Pro tip, when he's about to slam, if you shoot his face immediately when it glows, it'll stagger him and he won't finish his slam, so you won't get launched. Just keep repeating this process until the runners are done. Now for the runners, if you want to do the challenge for this encounter to get a second raid chest and probably make your farming perhaps a little more efficient, all you gotta do is grab one of the symbols in the room at a time and come back out and shoot the symbol on the obelisk. That's it. Once you grab all the symbols, it's time for DPS. Have your team group up on the plate of whichever side that the Caretaker walked up from. As soon as the plate starts glowing, you can DPS. Another pro tip for this encounter, if you don't already know, this boss has a soft health gate per floor. So if you and your team do this trick, you can skip the entire 3rd floor of the encounter and you'll only have to run on 2 of them. All you gotta do is have some team coordination and make sure you guys don't do more damage than his soft health gate threshold, meaning don't damage him into his solid yellow health bar or else he'll go to the next floor. Having 2 warlocks on well here is very beneficial since you gotta move plates. For the first plate, drop a well and do enough damage to get him close to the health gate threshold. When you get close, make a call out for your teammates to stop DPSing him. For the second plate, you should just be able to primary him down a little bit to get him as close to the threshold as possible. For the third plate, have your team dump everything they got into him. Shoot him with tractor, throw all your damage supers, and launch as many rocket shots at him as you can. You should be able to get him to about half health if you execute this method well enough. From there, just rinse and repeat for the second floor. If you did this method correctly, you should be able to just go past the third floor and straight up to final stand. For final stand, just keep moving up to the plate that is glowing and DPS him to finish off the fight. As usual, if you have the normal combo of a well, Gallahorn, and a debuff, either from Tractor Cannon or Tether, you and your team should have no problem two-flooring the Caretaker. After you collect your loot, reload the checkpoint and repeat until you get Crippling Depression.
I have crippling depression.
I'm kidding, please don't actually get crippling depression. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this guide on how to farm for the Forbearance and Cataclysmic red borders. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and if this video helped you out, drop a like and consider subscribing for more Destiny 2 tips, tricks, and guides. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy farming and have a great day.